I don't know if I've ever sung this one. Oh, the water. Oh, the water. Oh, the water. I hope it don't rain all day. And it stoned me into my soul. Stone me just like Jelly Roll, and it stoned me. Alright, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Okay, look at me singing here. Hello everybody, welcome back to Guitar with Gavin. We are looking at And It Stoned Me today. It is by Van Morrison, came out in 1970 on his album Moondance. I believe it was the first track on the album. Jerry Garcia Band, and I believe the Grateful Dead. Grateful Dead had to throw it in there. I know for sure Jerry Garcia Band covered it. Yeah, they did covered it. Or am I getting them mixed up? Either way, Jerry played it, okay? He's saying played it, okay? So you might be here for Van Morrison, you might be here for the Jerry Garcia versions of it. They're the exact same chord progression. There's no capos, there's no changing keys. They're the exact same. So this is gonna make it super easy. We're just gonna jump on into this. There are 3 parts. Verse, well, we can talk a little intro. Verse, pre-chorus and a chorus, and then we can talk about some leads. I feel like I've been kind of rambling on in my lead segments at the very end, so we'll try and keep it short today, I promise. So yeah, intro. Intro is just kind of hanging on to a G chord. You'll hear the Dead. They do this all the time. They kind of make this little A minor 7 shape over the G to kind of hammer onto it. It's real, I think it's beautiful. It is so pretty. I absolutely love it. But yeah, they do just a couple measures of G, and then we jump on into our verse. So our verse progression, just 3 chords. G. How does it start? It's like, me and my buddy went to the carnival or something. It's just G, D, C, G. They do that 4 times. And you know, for some people, the hardest part is just making sure that because it starts on a G and ends with a G, make sure you don't cut that G short when you think, like, you know, we're starting over and so I've already played G, it's time to go to D. No, make sure you play that G for both the ending and the start, right? So, something about the county fair. G, D, C, G, G, D, C to G. And I think this is the 4th time through. G, D, C, D. Now we get into the pre-chorus, which is, oh, the water, oh, the water. So 3 times through that is just A minor, oh, the water, into D. A minor to D, A minor to D. And then it's the hope it don't rain all day. I can't remember the words. And so when it gets that hope it don't rain all day, it's an E minor. I hope it don't rain all day, into a D. So 3 times it's just A minor D, A minor D, A minor D, and then E minor D. Now we get into our chorus here. So, and it stoned me, G, to my soul, C. And that C we kind of hang on to for a little bit. So, and it stoned me, to my soul. And here you can hear him kind of doing these little hammer-ons on our D string, kind of open D to 2, and coming off. And you can do the same thing on the G. And it stoned me to my soul. G, stoned me just like a jelly roll, to D. and stone, E minor, D, G, me. So the whole chorus, G, C, G, D, E minor, G. And then do that whole progression twice, and that is your entire course, right? I think this song's pretty simple. 5 chords, and we're done, right? I mean, the verse, super easy. The pre-chorus, that one's pretty easy too. I think the most challenging part is probably just this chorus, because there's a little bit more moving parts in there. But I mean, really, this is a super simple song. I love it. It's just kind of a nice slow ballad, and I think it's pretty. It's pretty. So yeah, we can talk a little bit about leads here. Like I said, I'm not going to get into the weeds with this because I just feel like I've been going on too long with them. So, you know, the fish video, I just started talking about tapping for a very long time, which is weird. I'm not really sure why, but we did, and it's too late now. So, Anastoni. So this is in the key of G. It's G major, right? So we're thinking G major pentatonic, and just trying to highlight the chord changes. And if we can, do it in maybe a little more creative ways. They can be kind of weird a little bit here and there sometimes. You know, kind of doing like some chromatic stuff, doing some stuff where you're like a fret behind where you're supposed to be in bend. So like, to give you an example of that. So like, if we know that a D is coming up, we're on the G chord right now. So I'm gonna start on the 10th fret of the B, and I'm going to just bend it up a whole step. That way we're doing the major third of G. And I know that I have a D coming up, and so I can just hit the 10th of the B. I can just, you know, release the bend, and all of a sudden I'm following the chord changes, right? But I kind of want to do something a little more exciting than that. So I can go like, and I can bend that 9th fret on the B just a half step up. And then, you know, C comes next, so there's just the 8th fret, and we've hit chord tone of C. Now, it can be weird because that 9th fret's out of key, right? It's like way out of key, right? It's a G sharp. And so it's gonna sound funky. It really, really does. So other places that we can do it are like, that'll sound a little bit better, in my opinion, is, let's say we're over a G, and instead of doing a whole step from the second note into the major third, we can do a half step bend on the minor third, so the 11th fret of the B. So like a, see, and so you kind of get this little bit of a minor sound in there, and it's just, oops, sorry. So, no, sorry, I keep picking it. I don't want to. I want to come down to the 10. So a half step in the major third, come down on the 10. Now we hit the major third. And now 8 on the B. So you can do stuff like that. If it's like the C chord, if it's a G chord, if it's an E minor chord that you're doing this over, you can go a half step bend on the 7th fret of the B. That'll be a bend into the minor third of an E minor, it'll be a bend into the root of a G, or it'll be a bend into the 5th of a C chord. And so, yeah, you know, you can kind of practice like some different kind of variations of like our pentatonic boxes in here. I don't really like talking about pentatonics in the forms of boxes, but you know, you can always use all this. Instead of thinking of it as like, or this one, you know, like the extended. So yeah, you know, just there's a little more fun things you can play with in here. We can go like a G, D, C, and do a G right there. So yeah, you know, this one's a fun one. It's very nice to just kind of take a step back on this one. We're not shredding. Like I said, it's a very slow kind of peaceful ballad. And so take a step back, take a deep breath and really like make your guitar sing when you're soloing on this one. Like I said, we are not here to we're not here to do that. We're here to just set the vibe. We're here to set the vibe. And then the last thing I'll talk about is just kind of doing some chromatic stuff. I'm going to probably do a Fire in the Mountain soloing video and talk about this a little bit more. But we have a G chord right here. So 7th fret on our G, 8th fret on the B, 7th fret on the high E, and then the 10th fret on the high E kind of makes this a G major arpeggio. Oops. That would be like the whole thing. And so one thing that you can always do is do a little walk up from the 7th fret on our E up to the 10th and do it chromatically. So like let's see, we can do a little lick into it. And I love it. It's very Jerry-esque, getting those chromatics in there, right? Those chromatics can really like just further your playing just a little bit. And I love it. It's like such a small little technique to really make your playing sound, and I don't want to say next level. I hate that kind of like clickbaity kind of stuff, but it really does like just kind of take you out of playing scales into this. I kind of like it. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed that. I really like this song. It's, like I said, it's just a very like peaceful kind of vibe. I can't describe how much I like this one. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you appreciated it. Hopefully you learned it. Hopefully that all made sense. But yeah, thanks for watching again. Let me know if you have anything to say in the comments down below. Even if you don't have anything to say, sometimes we don't need to think before we say things. I'm just kidding. It's probably a better idea to think. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Happy jamming, and hope to see you guys again next week.